TimTheTatMan just came out with a brand new video and asked the community whether or not Fortnite ruined gaming. We're going to touch on what he said, we're going to touch on what the community said, we're going to touch on what I think about all this in just a second, but before we get into it, I want to say hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with too many YouTube channels. Anyways, let's talk with TimTheTatMan. How'd you like that brand new intro? I think I'm going to stick with that one because I do have too many YouTube channels. Anyways, okay, let's talk about what TimTheTatMan said. So he uploaded a brand new video and you've seen this type of video a lot. We've seen the video where he's like, did Fortnite ruin gaming? This question again has been brought up a lot throughout the years. It's like in the same kind of template that's like is Fortnite dying, Fortnite ruined this collaboration, you know what I mean? But Tim uploaded a video and he's actually being very positive about Fortnite, and this is not the case. When I clicked on the video, I didn't think it would be as positive as it was, because again, we've clicked on these videos before and it's just all like negative things about Fortnite. It's like, you know what, Fortnite did this and now everybody wants to just scum you for money, you know what I mean? That's pretty much the gist of these videos. I don't watch Tim a lot, so I would imagine he's always typically this positive, but every time I do click on a TimTheTatMan video, I'm like, you know what, that was a pretty solid take. I kind of like it. So the gist of his take, he uploaded it, I think it was like 10 minutes long or something like that. So the basic point that he was getting across was Fortnite came out and kept a game so good and set such a high standard for every game, now that every single game that has come out ever since Fortnite, it doesn't compare. It doesn't compare at all. So the question he kept asking was, are we spoiled as gamers? Because are these games good? And it's just, we're just comparing them to Fortnite. Like, it's hard for him to tell. And this is what he was asking the community. And I had to think about it a little bit too. I think that Fortnite did set the bar way higher, and they definitely like encouraged other games to go free to play, cross play, battle pass systems. You know what I mean? And that's where people started to hate on it a little bit. But at the same time, Fortnite made a lot of games really step up their game with like content updates and just weekly updates. And this is Tim's whole point, right? It's like no other game updates as much as Fortnite. No other game has huge updates just as big as Fortnite. No other game does live events like Fortnite. And these games are starting to catch up, but you get the point. Fortnite came out, and ever since then, there has not been a game that even comes close. Like maybe Warzone in 2020 came a little bit close, but I don't even think it like touched the magnitude that Fortnite had. You know what I mean? And if you want to hear my take on it, I'm gonna go and talk about like what I think about this, because I took a few of the top comments on the video and I just want to go through them because I think there's some very interesting takes, because Tim was talking to the community. This is where I want to talk to you guys as well. I just want to spread this conversation because I think it's actually very interesting. So the very top reply to it was, Fortnite actually listens to its whole audience, not just you streamers who complain about everything being too easy, too hard. They do what it takes to make it fun for everybody. All these different modes, new seasons, storyline, and heck, good example of no build for those who don't want to deal with a 14-year-old making downtown New York in 30 seconds. Fortnite knows how to make enjoyment for a game to keep going, and I actually agree with that. The genius behind the dev team in Fortnite are the people making decisions at Fortnite. Yes, they have made their questionable decisions over the years, but what game company hasn't? You know what I mean? Just Fortnite, again, it just like sums up pretty much what I was saying earlier. It's just Fortnite is just setting a bar that cannot be, it can be matched, but it's going to be really darn hard to. And here's an interesting one. Why is there not a way to sue gaming developers who overpromise and underdeliver? And this is another thing they were talking about, because they were a lot of the Warzone community is very disappointed with how the game is right now. Like, how is it not word for word a scam? They accepted all of our money with the promise that this is the next Warzone, and then delivered a broken shell of what the original Warzone was. How is there not a way to hold gaming cooperations in check? I can guarantee we'd stop getting full releases that are clearly and obviously still in beta if the devs knew that there was a chance to be sued by each and every individual that purchases a copy of their game. Makes a lot of sense. I don't know like the legal terms, like diving into that, but it's a very interesting idea. I don't think it's okay for these games to overpromise and then undeliver, but I don't see a problem with, like, example, again, Fortnite. If you remember the early days of Fortnite for so long was in beta. It was for so long in early access, you know what I mean? So everybody knew that. Everybody put up with the bugs for the most part, at least. It's just now a lot of games are, and you know what, take Halo Infinite for example, dude. That game launched and I was so excited for it. Then I was like, what? I can only play like 2 modes? What is this? You know what I mean? So it's a very interesting idea, and I don't know if that would be the way to go about working it out. It's just like the gaming developers just need to finish their games. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at with it. And this next comment here kind of has the same idea. Activision has never cared about their player base. This will never change. And something like the last comment, I guess you could inspire a little bit of change into Activision, but at the same time, I'm not too familiar myself with Activision and how much they care about the player base or not. And also, I forgot to apologize, guys, because these are screenshots from my phone. I was doing this at work this morning. I was taking a look at all the comments and coming up with the ideas for the video, you know what I mean? Anyways, so if you are familiar with Activision, please let me know, because this is something that I don't know about very much. Activision not caring about their player base. It really seems like they don't care, but that's again from an outside perspective. If big streamers like Tim and Doc keep playing the game in its current state, why would they put in the effort to make it better? If they made a stand and stopped playing, they might take notice. And that's a very good point, because especially if these big streamers are always playing Warzone, it would take like not necessarily impressionable people, but I hate to say it, like, yes, impressionable people who are like, hey, my favorite streamer's playing this. I'm gonna play it too. It's obviously a good game. And there's a lot of people that just like parrot a lot of things that the streamers say, and I don't mean that in a bad way about Tim or Doc or anything like that. It's just if they enjoy the game, and Tim also said in his video he's enjoying the game, it's not as good as it should be for the game being released, you know what I mean? So he's still enjoying the game, and he's still talking about, like, he was just again comparing it to Fortnite, and this is the whole point of the conversation, right? So it's interesting, and that's something that's also true with Call of Duty. It seems like the same people buy it every single year and just play COD no matter what. I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of those guys. I have almost every single COD, and I just enjoy playing COD, but I'm not one of those people who make a big deal about games. I just enjoy it for what it is. It's very hard for me to not like a game, so I understand that I'm the outlier there, but it's kind of true. For something to change, there would need to be like a huge drop in player base, and I do not see that happening with Call of Duty anytime soon whatsoever. The number one issue we see in the gaming industry, and very much lately in the COD franchise, is the fact that we get blatant unfinished games. Again, we were just talking about this. For an out-of-box price of 70-80 bucks, this is unacceptable. Is this ever going to change? No, I'm still with COD making headlines every goddamn new franchise entry. Still magic for me how they pull that off. That said though, will the game be good in the future? Yes, it will take some time though. Generally, you can expect a full game after 6 to 12 months, and that's actually a good point. A little bit of criticism with something to look forward to afterwards, and that's very true. Along with the updates and all the patches coming on, fixing the glitches and fixing the things that are wrong with the game, listening to the player base. Hopefully, I'm not familiar with Activision too much again, but I would imagine like this is very true. Like, it's tough for me to say because I'm happy to have the game come out, and I'm happy to play with it with all the bugs and the glitches in the beta, you know what I mean? I'm happy to do that, but I understand the people who, especially the people who pay for it, right? They expect a full release, but it's a very good outlook to have Cold Fries here. A very good outlook. Just wait 6 months and then the game will improve as time goes on, especially since Call of Duty's track record. Call of Duty, yeah, it's been going down in popularity maybe just a little bit, but still there's so many people, there's millions of players all over the world who still enjoy Call of Duty, and I'm pretty confident that Warzone will pick up, honestly. Fortnite is just different. Yes, it had problems and bugs, and they addressed it fairly quickly, and the game is in a very enjoyable spot right now. Tim would just give Fortnite a little try again. I think you would like it. I think you would too, to be honest, but I don't know Tim like personally, you know what I mean? If he enjoyed Fortnite like all these times ago, he would definitely enjoy Fortnite Chapter 4. Here's the thing with Fortnite. Fortnite is one of those rare games where bugs and glitches actually, like, not the bad ones, you know what I mean? Not where it's like what we're having this chapter, where it's like you're having a POV glitch, you know what I mean? Your camera goes all wonky, but there are so many glitches in Fortnite. This is another thing that's special about Fortnite. It makes it stand out from other games, right? Is all the glitches. Like, for example, the rocket ride glitch. That wasn't supposed to happen. That was a glitch. People had fun with it. How many clips do you see on TikTok and YouTube Shorts and just YouTube in general of just people driving in a car or something and flying across the map? People don't rage at that stuff. People are like, oh my god, this happened in Fortnite. It was like really cool. Like, yes, a fair share of people do rage when that happens, but like Fortnite, it's tough to say like why is it Fortnite where it's just really fun. I think it's just the environment that Fortnite brings, you know what I mean? So I agree with this. Fortnite is just different. Like in Epic Games, they handle the game. They are geniuses over there at Epic Games. I don't care what anybody says. I will die on that hill that Epic Games is one of the smartest gaming developing companies of all time. So yeah, I agree. Fortnite is just different, and I hope Tim gives Fortnite a try. I'd watch his content on Fortnite. I really would. Recently downloaded Fortnite again after Warzone 2 was frustrating out of me, and my jaw literally dropped with the amount of detail, the movement mechanics, the weekly updates, and the game is actually fun. I'm not being punished for moving around, and I'm not getting killed in 3 seconds by people camping in buildings. Yes, again, just saying that Fortnite, as time goes on, Fortnite has been getting better and better, and they just nailed this chapter out of the park. Fortnite, it's going to be very hard for another game to take over Fortnite, especially in the state that it's in. Again, just building off from the other point, I think Tim and I think any COD player should try Fortnite right now, especially with zero build. And it's not, I don't want to make this video about like, hey, COD players, come play Fortnite. Your game sucks. You know what I mean? It's just, it sucks that your game's undeveloped. It's just, again, the whole conversation, we're getting away from it a little bit. The whole conversation is that, did Fortnite ruin gaming? Because again, would people complain about this? And we're going to talk about that again once I'm done with these comments. This one from Jeremy is very interesting, a little bit more into the video. I think we are slightly spoiled insofar as we've gotten used to games having this consistent stream of new content. When a game doesn't have that, it feels lackluster, at least as far as live service and ongoing games like Warzone is concerned. Fortnite kind of set an impossible to keep up with a standard of something new every single week that most games just possibly can't keep up with. Like when games just go a couple weeks without new updates nowadays, people act like it's been months with no new content, and this is very true. This is extremely true. People keep comparing these games to Fortnite when these games can't keep up. You just have to appreciate the game for what it is. For example, I'm hopping in Warzone right now. I'm really enjoying the game for what it is. I'm not comparing it to Fortnite. I'm not going in, it's like, yeah, you know what? I like this about Fortnite, but I'm just enjoying Call of Duty right now. You know what I mean? So we are a little bit spoiled. And again, we're going to talk about it once I'm done with these comments. Fortnite didn't ruin. They set the bar and kept their game at the bar for years. And just in case morons at COD or other studios can't keep the same momentum or even create a good game for one, that's not Fortnite's issue. They made billions and so can others. So think about how much more money a company like Activision Blizzard makes it compared to Epic. And it's sad that Activision Blizzard can't and refuse to make a better project, to be honest. it's a good point. Fortnite, again, like you can't hate on Fortnite for what they're doing. They set the bar very, very high, and it's up to other games to compare with it and like to compete with it if they really want to, or do your own Fortnite. Make something that's so great that it just completely surpasses Fortnite. And this is the last comment we're going to talk about for today. Fortnite didn't ruin the gaming industry. They set higher standards. We shouldn't be mad at Fortnite for ruining gaming. We should be mad about other game companies for not keeping up with higher industry standards, which it's tough to say because not everybody has the team that Epic Games has behind them, right? Not everybody can afford it, although Activision and Blizzard definitely could afford that. You know what I mean? Even if you don't play or enjoy Fortnite, you can still appreciate the work that they put into their game. Fortnite has updates weekly, while Warzone has one update mid-season. You can't be mad at Fortnite for giving people what they want, but you can be mad about Warzone not caring enough about feedback. I think this is the best comment that we've seen so far, and it's too bad that it was buried a little bit. I should have liked that. I think going back to it, I think that's spot on. I think it's a combination between, like we were talking about earlier, and this was Tim's point. I think that we are a little bit spoiled when it comes to gaming nowadays because every game is so good. Like, take a look at all the old games. Like, think back to, like, I don't know about you guys, but I was playing back on the Xbox 360 in my day. We went, like, the whole full games of, like, Halo Reach and Halo 3 with, like, one update. You know what I mean? How it was so rare for them to update the game, and people just hopped on every night and enjoyed the game. We didn't need all of these updates, but Fortnite just said a different standard, and now everybody, and on top of that, I don't want to go like too much into this, but I feel like people, and I keep meaning to make a video on this too, I feel like people aren't enjoying video games as much because of their attention span and TikTok. That's a conversation for another time, but I think that definitely has something to do with it. And on top of that, Fortnite is just, and Epic Games, they just knocked what they did completely out of the park, and Chapter 4 is not helping that for any other game coming up now. For those of you who are bored with these new games like Call of Duty and any new game that you've been looking forward to, you can't compare it to Fortnite. Not every game is going to have consistent updates. Just enjoy the game and appreciate the game for what it is. You don't need to constantly have new things thrown at you. Does that help the game? Absolutely it does, but if you just sit down, try to enjoy the game and enjoy the game for what it is. Take a look at, like, I don't know off the top of my head a brand new game that came out. The only thing I can talk about is Warzone right now. You don't need updates for Warzone. I am having so much fun. It would be nice to have these updates, but they're not necessary. Just go in, enjoy Warzone for what it is. And yes, we are a little bit spoiled, but you know what? Just make the best of it. I'll leave the video of Tim's in the pinned comment, guys, if you want to watch this whole conversation, because honestly, it was very, very interesting, and I really enjoyed that video, and I probably might watch TimTheTatMan a little bit more after this, because I've seen a little bit of his stuff here and there. It's just, I really liked it. I really like this conversation with the stream he's having, so this is where I'll leave it up to you guys. Let me know down below what you think about all this, because it makes for an interesting conversation. I'd love to know, again, what you think, and thank you so much for watching this video, everybody. If you are new here and you enjoy the content, please hit the like button, help the channel a ton, subscribe if you're brand new. Check the description down below for links to all of my other channels. If you'd like to use my support code in the item shop, is code Clen, hashtag anime, hashtag epic partner. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm doing that backwards. I have more plugs to do. This thumbnail is made by Real Ember on Fiverr. If you want to check the description down below, he will take care of all of your YouTube thumbnail needs. If you want to be a YouTuber, Real Ember will take care of that for you. And lastly, I have a channel membership. If you want to play with us, if you want to win some V-Bucks at the end of each month, join the membership channel. It'd be great. I'd love to have you here. We have more stuff from the memberships coming soon. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.